Bitcoin. Bitcoin. Bitcoin's crashing. Get out. You need to sell everything. Put it in tether, man. It's getting crazy out here. Hey, man. Dog, man, I'm telling you right now, we need to put everything in tether. This market hasn't bottomed out yet. I think Bitcoin's going to like 5,000. 5,000? Yeah. Man, Bitcoin ain't going to 5,000. Look what happened in Ethereum this morning. This morning, Ethereum was at 570. It dropped down to 492 in seconds. That's scary right there. It kind of came back, man, but this market, I don't even call this a bear market. I call this a damn gorilla market. This is getting bad, man. We can put everything in tether. Hey, look. Let this market calm down. Now listen to me what I'm telling you. We're losing everything. You need to put this stuff in tether, right? When the market bottoms out. Stop spitting on me, man. You need to listen, man. When the market bottoms out, then you jump back in. Just put it in tether for now, because we losing everything, man. This is getting crazy, man. Hey, man, I think we should hold, man.
Guys,
hold
what is going on? MikeCesSr back with another morning show. I hope you all had a great weekend. If you guys don't know who these gentlemen are, they are the Hodge twins, also known as the Crypto Twins now on YouTube. And their content is hilarious. I mean, it's funny stuff, man. I will put the link down below. Go check out their videos, and I mean, I die laughing every time I look at them. They're just hilarious. So again, I hope you guys all had a great weekend. Great stream last night. I was very excited to get a bunch of new subscribers and a lot of interaction. I understand that we're probably not going to get as much people in today because it is a work day. Everybody's back to work, and it is what it is. But it will not stop us from making our morning shows. So there's a few things I want to go over today, and I expect this stream to be fairly long. Half hour, 45 minutes. I guess my usual, right? So first of all, let's take a look at the market, and I'm not going to always open up every show looking at the market because I think that's just so cliche. A lot of YouTubers do it, and it is what it is. But we're going to take a look at the market because it's doing some interesting things as we see. Bitcoin did take a bounce last night from, I believe it hit 70.38 as a low, and it bounced all the way up to that 74.52, and I believe we got a touch at 75. Ethereum went from 520 to 560, up 4% right now. Everything's up. Everything's up, and like I always say, the market follows Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the big dog, so whatever Bitcoin does, the market will follow. Now, there's always a couple of coins that do not move with the downfall of Bitcoin, and some of them I want to start talking about. Now, I also want to bring up some content from a YouTube page. He's got a Telegram, a Twitter, and I want to get this out there right away, right? In this channel, I want to provide you guys with as much news as I can, with as much knowledge as I can, and if that means that I have to show other people's YouTube pages or link them below, I have no problem with that at all. I'm not trying to build something that's just ours. Like, this is a community, and that's what cryptocurrency is all about. It's about peer-to-peer and networking, and I want to show you guys what I see. And that's as far as that goes. I'm not going to be, what you guys call a shiller. If I'm talking about a coin, it doesn't mean I hold it. It simply means that I have interest in it. And yeah, the project could be a shit coin down the line. 2 years from now, it might not even be listed. But the way I trade and my style of trading is in the now. I make money for today, right? I am a day trader, and I do have a couple of coins that I long-term hold, that I believe in intrinsically long-term. But there's nothing wrong, in my opinion, of trading some of these shit coins, you know, and talking about them and at least bringing them up. Now, there is a gentleman that I have a lot of respect for. I've talked to him a few times. He's very intertwined in the crypto community. He gives great value to this community. So I have no problem, you know, showing a bit of his stuff and giving him the props that he deserves. You know, days before Digibyte got listed to Binance, he was the first person I heard from, and probably the only person I heard from, that was saying, guys, listen, go scrap up as much Digibyte as you can. It's going to be listed onto Binance. Now, don't quote me on the Binance part. I'm not sure. I can't remember if he had said Binance or a major exchange, but he did mention that it was going to be listed to, let's just say, a major exchange. And 2 days later, it was hit and it was put on Binance and saw a massive increase. So right now he's talking about a coin, CNN, Content Neutrality Network, right? And right now it's up 800% in the last 30 days. 800%. And it's sitting at a fraction of a penny. I think it's at a half a penny right now. I just want to go over a little bit of the content that he provided. I put the link down in the description for the full video. I highly suggest that you guys go watch this video because he gives very good information and a very, very good outlook from the outside world looking in on the crypto community. And he just puts out great stuff. So let's take a look. We're going to jump forward here. I got some timestamps, and I want to show you guys why I'm probably going to get some CNN, hold on to it for a little while, because some of his past call outs have been Zilliqa, right? Have been, you know, I can't think of them. I should have wrote them down, but a lot. He's made a lot of great calls, and he is very intelligent, very intelligent. So let's take a look at CNN and what it is all about, and you guys form your own opinion, and then we can go over where we can get it and how you can get involved.
But let's talk about why CNN a little more deeply. Content Neutrality Network, what it tries to do is give very, very open-minded, non-biased, even fact-checking can be biased, right? Non-biased information with a rating mechanism that the public can go in and say, hey, this journalist, this news source, this content source, unreliable, it's very biased. It's taking facts and just twisting it to fit its narrative, to fit its political agenda. And you know, most everybody does that, right? But the problem with that is that the people that listen to and read the news, they suffer. They lose financially, they lose political opportunity, they lose social opportunity by listening to the wrong news. So if you're listening to news that says, hey, Hillary Clinton's going to win, and you go, I don't know, you buy things that you think are going to explode in value if Hillary takes office. Next thing you know, guess what? The news told you Hillary was going to win, and the news told you Hillary was leading in the polls. Guess what? Donald Trump wins. You lose your investment. You lose.
So CNN is a coin that's basically going to be a project that the community can decide whether or not the news is legit, or the you know, I'm not sure how they're going to work it out. You know, there's a lot of work I'm sure that's going to be getting put into it, but it is an interesting project to take a look at, and it is on an exchange. It's on Huobi, and we're going to get into that a little bit later on why Huobi is starting to become one of the most traded volume-wise exchanges out there right now. And he also states that in this video. This video is 15 minutes long. I'm not going to play it in this live stream, but again, I'm going to play another clip. And again, I really do highly suggest that you guys take a few minutes and watch what he has to say in this video, because it's not only about CNN, it's about a lot of other things as well that, you know, really shed some light onto the current situation.
This most current downturn of Bitcoin going from right around $10,000 down to $6,000, there's this one coin that's already gained what, 6x, 8x. When we bought a couple weeks ago. Maybe it's been longer than that, because I'm just doing this video off the cuff. My memory tells me we bought it about a month or so ago, which means that we already made about what, 8x, 6x, 600% to 800% since we bought it. You can check our blog to see exactly when we bought it. That's bitcoinfundmanager.wordpress.com. No spaces, no dashes, just all one word. Bitcoin Fund Manager at .wordpress.com.
There's a lot going on there.
Now, why is it that there's always one coin that's going to keep going up? Number one, these guys that are the smart money that actually know what the politicians are going to do and can actually influence what the politicians are going to do, they decide where they're going to grow and put their money. That last season...
So, what he was just about to say is that last season was EOS, right? When the market was red and everything was turning down, EOS was the big mover. And right now, CNN is the big mover. CNN is up 16% today. I checked yesterday and it was also up over 10%. So let's take a look at their market cap, their total supply. Their market cap is not released yet. It will be released in October, I believe he said. It's got very low volume, $55,000 in 24 hours. And what's very interesting is the total supply is 100 billion coins, right? So obviously, you know, there might not be a lot of room for this coin to grow, but we have to find out what the market cap comes out at, right? Very, very interesting project, and you can get them over at, I'm sorry, I can't even get it on Huobi. I thought it was Huobi. It's IDEX, which is the exchange that I would probably suggest you going to. So yeah, I mean, that's about it. Go watch that video, give him some support. You know, I'm gonna throw him a like right now, and you know, that's what it's all about. So let's take a look at the market, where we're looking at Bitcoin. I want to make something, in my opinion anyway. How long is this going to last, right? How long is this market going to stay green for? Is this the start of an uptrend? And the answer that I would have to say would be, we need to see some new money get infused to this market right now. In order for the price to really see a reversal, I truly believe that we need to start getting some new money coming into the market. And in order for that to happen, you know, people have that in their mind. People that know, people that have been paying attention to the market, they know that it just hit 6,400 and it just bounced off of 6,400 just a month ago. You know, I don't know the exact date. Correct me if I'm wrong, whoever is watching. You know, that number is out there. They know that, okay, it hit 64. Let's wait for it to drop down there again so we can scrap it up, because we are in an obvious downtrend. Now, is this enough volume to, you know, pick us up out of a bear market? And I just don't think it is. This could be very easily manipulated into a short squeeze, right? Swallowing up all those short positions before another leg down. And, you know, we could even get all the way up to that $79,000, $8,000 area. You know, this is what happens when the market sees these big candles. I don't want to say reversal candles because I don't think it's a reversal just yet. But when we see these big candles on the long-term charts and we see a lot of, you know, some volume come in, a lot of people start FOMOing it. They jump in because they don't want to miss the train, right? Could that have been the bottom? I don't want to miss out if it is. So I'm going to buy in and wish for and hope for the best. And that's not really, you know, the best way to look at it. I mean, for a trader and for a swing trader or day trader, I'm trading it. You know, I'm trading the green. I'm taking advantage of these opportunities. I'm trading Cardano, and that's something that we're going to get into in a minute. I'm trading a few other coins today as well, and I'm making some pretty good profits, and there's nothing wrong with that. But what I'm saying is just be cautious while doing so, because at any time, you know, this could just dump just as fast as it pumped. I've seen it happen over and over again. So that's my outlook on BTC. I don't think $8,000 high. I don't think $8,000 is out of the question. We certainly do have some resistance at the $7,600 area for this 55 EMA, which is also just a known resistance here. So we got some resistance. There's an hour and a half left in this 4-hour candle. If we can stay above this 73.66 here, as we can see, we had a double bottom, then we, you know, it could start to see further highs. But again, guys, it's something that you know, I wouldn't really consider a reversal just yet. I don't think we're out of the woods, and this could just be a short-term thing. Now, there's a couple of coins that, I mean, if you would have invested in last night, you know, last night's stream, everything was down almost 10%. You know, I mean everything. Tron was sitting at, Satoshi-wise, was sitting at almost it was 800. They were down at 800 Satoshi last night. Check it out. 792 as a low. So that could have been a great opportunity there. Again, mainnet hype, I believe, is probably over. It's the 29th. They are releasing their mainnet launch in 2 days. We might, you know, if the market does continue to see some positive signs, TRX might continue running up until the mainnet launch. But I would most certainly make sure to keep an eye on the price of BTC at the same time, and also take into consideration that when the mainnet is launched, it probably will take a big hit. We got some news also coming out of Cardano. Good old Cardano. Now, Cardano is that's a long-term hold for me. I think it has intrinsic value. It's been around for a while, and just a couple hours ago that they did announce that, where is it? IOHK is pleased to announce the release of the KEVM testnet. This is the first smart contracts testnet for Cardano. So Cardano did release its testnet. We have I had an article on it up here and it disappeared. So here's the link. So with the release of Cardano's smart contracts today, IOHK, specified and free from bugs or flaws, only them can be widely adopted as financial infrastructure that can be relied upon by billions of people. The KEVM is a correct by construction version of the Ethereum virtual machine, EVM, specified blah, blah, blah. I will put this link down below, guys. You can go do your research on that as well. But, you know, buy the news and sell the hype. You know, that's what I like to do, and it's a way to trade and make some easy gains. So let's take a look at some other coins here. Let's take a look at some of the top movers. Cybermiles up 22% today. Now, here's something that I was kind of just talking about, right? Cybermiles, CMT, is a coin that has been moving the opposite of Bitcoin, right? As Bitcoin has been dropping, CMT has been climbing. And now that's something to take note of and remember, because now, as you can see, Bitcoin's moving and getting some momentum, and it's up even more. Now it's up 22%. Yesterday it was up 10% in a sea of red that was negative 10%. You know, you got to take that into consideration and remember those things and say, why is this happening? Who's the investors? You know, do some research into it. you know, and it could be a great, you know, swing trade coin as well for the day. Let's take a look. Cyber Miles, CMT. Great time to, right now it is correcting. Now, depending on where this goes, you know, I could even, you could put a position. I mean, the way I would play it is see if it does get down to this 15 EMA and just dollar cost average your way into a position. As you can see, the RSI is completely overextended. It needed to see some correction. It's up 22%, but that doesn't mean it's going to fall. It doesn't mean it's going to, you know, it doesn't mean it's going to lose all its value. This is just a simple correction. And at 41 cents, you know, 117, I mean, the volume that's coming in is, let's take a look at CyberMouse. I know we have covered this in the past. So they do have a previous high. I can never get this thing right. Looked like about 60 cents was their previous high. Let's go on to their social, see what if they've announced anything. We are excited to introduce a blockchain crypto-only e-commerce site named blocktonic.io. Every product that consumers buy will be refunded at blocktonic _CMT. The refund the purchase price in full in Ethereum calculated by the Ethereum CMT spot price at the time of purchase. That's great. And is that news that just came out? And again, guys, somebody asked me last night in stream, where do you get your news? You know, follow as many of these, you know, projects as possible, because Twitter is a huge. So there you go. 3 hours ago, they did release some big news that they are introducing a crypto-only e-commerce site. That is probably why it's seeing some exponential growth. Blockchain is live. Something that I'm going to definitely take a look at. So these are all things I'm probably going to cover either tonight or in another video, but I'm just taking down notes. Cyber Miles Foundation will make a major announcement in the development of our ecosystem in exactly 1 hour. So there you go. 4 hours ago on their Twitter, they came out and said, "Listen, guys, we're about to drop some news." All right. I mean, they're constantly coming out with news. As you can see, their social media is very well put together. So if you look 4 hours ago, look at the size of this candle, right? This candle is, there's more volume in that candle than almost this entire run-up. And why? It's because of that news. It's because of the expectations that people were waiting for. And now that that news came out, they're selling the news. They're selling the hype. And that's what I mean by buying the news and selling the hype. You buy the news, you know, which is probably announced right before this candle formed. You gain these profits, and as soon as the news is released, you dump it. You know, you don't dump it. I don't want to say, I hate using those words, dump or even pump. But you ladder out or you get out of your position. You know, so let's see how far down this goes and corrects. And that's something I'm definitely going to set an alert for and see if it does get down to that 15 EMA. You know, or if it climbs back up. So what I'll do is I'll kind of sandwich my alerts right in between, so I get an alert one way or another, because I definitely am interested in playing a position in CMT eventually. I'm just not sure when. And it does look like it's dropping as we speak pretty hard, pretty significantly. So I do expect a touch of the 15, if not maybe even the 55. You know, there does need to be some correction after a huge run up like this. You know, and most of the times the RSI, it can get, you know, down to the 30, you know, high 30, high 30, mid 30 ranges, sorry. So, cool. Another some of the big movers. Let's check them out. Nexus. Nexus was a project that last night in live stream somebody had brought up and asked why Nexus was pumping. Again, you know, it's up 17% right now. Let's check out their social media. Let's check out if there was any news and we can maybe correlate it within the chart. So Nexus. No recent news, so just somebody buying up a lot and causing the price to increase. You know, great stuff. What else do we got here? What else do we got here? Dropple. Probably on a, I mean, look at that circulating supply. Yeah. Up 38%. Circulating supply tells you a lot. Icon up 10%. Long-term hold for me. Nano, nice to see Nano climb back up there to 14%, up to that $4 range. Nano is a intrinsically valuable coin, I believe, long-term. Skycoin up 8%. So guys, we're looking good all across the board. And of course, that has a lot to do with BTC getting up to that 75 area. Whether or not it's going to stay there or get to that 8,000 as I maybe could consider, we will have to wait and find out. But we are going to see green across the board when BTC does see movement like this. That's just the name of the game, and that's that's what happens. Guys, welcome to the stream. If there's anything that you guys want me to take a look at, please throw it out there. Let's take a look at some of the other top movers here. So we got an hour left in this 4-hour candle. It looks like we're going to be holding strong over that little double bottom here and over this. Yeah, I mean, if we can hold strong over here, I do believe that we will at least test the 55 EMA, and that is at the 76.22 zone. Like I said about Tron, you might be able to get into a position and ride it for like a day, but I'd be very careful, because if the price of BTC starts dropping again, that'll just go with it as well. ZRX is up quite a bit today as well. I mean, guys, everything's up, and it's a good opportunity to to get into some positions short term and make a couple bucks and build that BTC value in your portfolio. NEO was something I wanted to take a look at, because I was saying last night within the Discord, and guys, go check out Bit More Crypto on Discord. Vin Ferretti, my man, he does an amazing job with that. I mean, it's a community-based Discord. What's up, Limber? Am I trading anything today? Yes, I am in a couple of things. I am in Ethereum. I am in Cardano. I put a small position in TRX. I put a position in a few different things. And if you go back into my, if you rewind a little bit after this is done, you will, I was talking about a coin that is up 800% in the last 30 days and probably will continue to grow. Also, the link is down below for that. Great stuff. So yeah, there's a few things. I mean, NEO can be traded too. Where is NEO? Oh, NEO, I'm looking at it. So NEO's seeing a bit of a pullback. Got some rejection at that 55 EMA in the 4-hour chart. But, it did get a lot of volume coming in when BTC saw that volume. So again, guys, a lot of things are going to be repetitive because of, of the price increase on Bitcoin. Everything is going to take a jump. And when Bitcoin drops, everything is going to drop with it. But what I like to do in these cases is I like to kind of take a look at some of the top gainers, and see where I can place my positions that dollar wise I can gain, the most value in. Zilliqa is up almost 3%. Awesome. I love seeing that. Zilliqa is a long-term hold for me as well. Redcoin, I am starting to have a little bit of interest in. What are we at, 30 minutes? Yeah. I mean, that's about it, guys. You know, I basically wanted to come on and just give my opinion on what BTC's doing and what it possibly could do in the next week. You know, we absolutely, most certainly can get up to that $8,000 mark, possibly even higher. You know, but until we really crack that 9 to 10,000, you know, we're not out of the woods. This, you know, very little volume came in when this price went up, so that's one thing that was alarming me. So I did go live on my Instagram and a couple of other social media pages I have that, and I stated that I just said there wasn't a lot of volume that came in, and we got a huge price increase. So to me, that is a sign of a short squeeze. Now, when short squeezes do occur, it tends to happen for quite some time because, you know, like I said, the average investor who is not aware of stuff like that and doesn't see those signs, they will put their position not wanting to miss the boat and FOMO into Bitcoin. And that is something that I want you guys to stay away from. So anyway, guys, let's wrap it up. Guys, go check out that video that I posted in the link below. Bitcoin-funds.manager. He makes, I mean, the guy is amazing. His content is great. Very, very quick. You know, he does it from his phone right on the road. You know, nothing crazy, but, you know, he offers a lot to this community. And I'm starting to really take his advice very serious because I'm noticing that the more and more stuff he's putting out, the more he's right. I mean, so, you know, go check out that CNN coin. Again, let's take a look one more time where we can get it. We can get it on IDEX. Guys, I know a lot of people are kind of sketched out about IDEX and how to get it started, so I might make a tutorial video on how to start an IDEX. But with that being said, I hope you guys have a great day. I will be back later tonight for Crypto Nightly, probably around 7 or 8 o'clock. We will see where we are in the market. And for those of you who have any questions whatsoever, please DM me on any one of my social media platforms. Hit the subscribe button, guys. Please, if you find value in this video, hit that like. And thank you all for the support. Truly, truly, truly appreciate it. It is amazing. 32 subscribers in just about a week, and I hope we can continue to grow. Limber, thank you for joining in and throwing that out there. And for the rest of you who are watching, have a great day, happy trading, and again, any questions, please feel free to reach out to me.